Hi there, welcome to All Colors. I'm Erica. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all of my completed pages and a couple of whips from the month of September. And I know I say this every month, but I cannot believe that another month has gone by and that it's October already. That's just insane. So let's just jump right in. We're going to start off looking at my creative companion. This was my theme for this month, was foxes. I didn't use my planner as much as I normally do, but I was able to go through and get all the little sketches that I drew in, colored in. So that was fun. Had fun with those little sketches. And then I also colored in the entire illustration in the back of the month book. So I really like the way that turned out. I thought that was pretty cute. I like that little birdie. So I'm going to set this up so that I can tell you guys what I use to color my pages. And yeah, we'll get started. So first we're going to start off with my Johanna Basford weekly planner. I did not do very well with this month. I only colored one page. I was trying to catch up with August as well. So I did get a background started and a little bit of shading started here with my Inktense. No, not Inktense, I'm sorry. My Distress ink, my Tim Holtz Distress ink. And then I started some shading, but I just didn't, I couldn't get back into it. I just couldn't do it. And then this one I did color a couple of leaves with my Starjoy Gold, and that was fine, but I've done this page already, so it's really hard for me to do, especially when there's that many leaves to color. It's really hard for me to do that page again. So we'll see if I come back to that. That might not get finished. But I did get this one done. So this one is, I did this one with my super colors, my Caran d'Ache super colors. Really loved using those pencils. They're just as nice as the Albrecht Dürer. They're awesome. I love them a lot. Added a little bit of gold gel pen to my elephant there, a little bit of white highlights on the balloons. I didn't want to go through and color each individual bit of the balloon, so I just did basic coloring, and it was a nice, fun, easy page. And I only have 24 of these, so yeah. So it's just fun. But these mixed with the 24 set that I have of my Albrecht Dürer, it's a good set of watercolors. Okay, and then I did not get any of the other pages done for September, so hopefully I can work on some of that next month. But that is what I got done in my planner. I'm going to try to keep up with it, but I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't get it done. So, okay, in the Rita Berman's Asia book, I always want to try to say it, but I don't want to screw it up. So we're just going to say Rita Berman's Asia book. I have a whip in here that I've been working on for a little while. It is getting closer to being done. I really like the way that it's going so far. There's a little bit of shimmer and shine on the elephant, so I'm going to continue that around on the outside of this once I get the shading all done. Yeah, so I like the way that that's going so far. So there's my whip. And then we can talk about my Enchanted Faces. So I am part of a coloring group. It's the Enchanted Faces group. You can search hashtag Enchanted Faces group on Instagram to see everybody's awesome pages. And we had kind of a catch-up month this month. So not everybody was able to do. So I did a couple of the ones from last month, but one of the ones that I wasn't able to finish was this one. So this was a whip from last month, and I did get this finished. I really love the way she turned out. This was a color along for Nirma Coloring, had dark hair, or brown hair, dark skin. And so I wanted to try to do that on here, and I really like the way that she turned out. And then the other two that I did were ones that were, one was a whip and one was just one that I really wanted to color. So this one was a whip, and I think she turned out really fun. She's just really high fantasy, but I had done her skin and hair and the butterflies and stuff. I think I was going for a pastel look, I guess. And then so yeah, I just tried to shade her skin in with, I think I used Black Widows on this one, pretty sure. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I used the Starjoy Starjoy pencils on this one. Yeah, and it worked pretty well. And then I also did this one, because I know that this one is one that the ladies in the group have done already. So I decided to try to do this one, and I think she turned out so fun. I don't love the hair color that I used, but other than that, I think she's good. And I think this one's almost all, I think this one is Black Widows, pretty sure. But yeah, I thought she turned out pretty cute. And it's got some stickles on the flowers and her wings, and yeah, cute, cute, cute. So there are those. And then we've not picked any for next month yet, so I'm not sure what's happening with that, but hopefully I will have some more of those pages done next month. All right, so then just for fun, I decided to do a couple pages in this beautiful book. This translates as Fur Balls. I love this book. It just makes me happy to color in. I decided, since it was September, that I wanted to do a fall page. So this is the very first fall page, and this is the one that I decided to do. So you can see a little bit of metallic watercolor on there, a little bit of stickles on these little berries and on the acorn, and then the rest is just Inktense. Really simple page, but just fun to do. And then I also did these two. So I had started this one, so this was a whip, but I went through and finished that up. And then it was still hot. And even though it's September and fall and everything, it was still so hot outside. So I was just like, I just want to be her. So I decided to go ahead and color that into. I have a little bit of glitter pen on the unicorn horn, but everything else is just Inktense. So that one was fun. Those were both really fun to do. This book is just so simple and easy, and I'm excited to do more in here. The next one was another one that was just for fun. I have this beautiful 50 Woodland Miniatures by Kamea Angelkova. This one it's just so cute. And this is the one that I finished. And I love this little guy. Like when I posted him, I said, I don't even really know why I colored it. He just made me happy. And I don't necessarily like turtles. So I don't know why I was drawn to him, but it's just so cute. I ended up using some alcohol markers as a base. So I have a little bit of alcohol marker on there. And then I used some Starjoy and Polychromos to do the shading on here. I did a fun background. I really like the way the background turned out. Added a bunch of greenery in the background and then did that kind of bokeh effect in the background. And yeah, this book just makes me happy. And this is definitely going to be one of those books where the majority of the pages are going to be some kind of fall color palette, because it's awesome. I did start 2 others, again, with kind of a fall palette in mind. So those might still be worked on later this year, but both of those are going to have a fun circular background too. So, but yeah, it's just so cute. Just makes me happy. So yeah, so there is that cute little turtle. Love it. That's 50 Woodland Miniatures. The next one is another Kamea Angelkova book. This is in 50 Farmers Miniatures. This is my buddy color with the wonderful Megan at Disney Meg's Coloring here on Instagram. Here on YouTube and on Instagram. And we did the chicken and hen, or the Hen and Chicks page. So this is the one that we decided on this month. It's so cute. I love the way it turned out. Here's Megan's too. I'll put hers up on this side. I just think they're just so fun. They both turned out really good. Really love the color palette on Megan's. I think she did a great job. On my page, I decided to do a little bit of distress ink and stencil in the background. I have a really fun kind of chicken wire stencil. So I figured this would be the most appropriate page for that. Really, I wasn't sure how to color this. This is not a page that I would normally be drawn to color. And when Megan picked this, I was like, well, okay, I guess so. I'll figure it out. And I kept putting it off. And then I found a couple of really cute illustrations. If I still have those in my phone, I'll pop those up on the side here so you can kind of see where I got some of my inspiration from for like the color palettes and stuff. But yeah, it just turned out cute. I like it. And we've got our page picked out for next month, so I'm good for that as well. Very excited. I'm going to do a little flip through of this one for you guys here soon, just so you can see some of the pages I've been able to finish over the past year, because that's been just a really fun book to color in. Okay, next we have Ticket to Dreams. So this one was one I started on a weekend whip, and I finished it off. Really like the way that this turned out. It's very simple, just straight Inktense all the way through. I do have a little bit of metallic watercolor on the little pearls, but that's it. I thought about doing a little metallic like edging on some of the leaves and stuff, and I was just like, no, I'm just gonna leave it. It's done. It's a really fun, pretty palette. I wanted something that was very fall. Yeah, I just like it. I think it's cool. And I like to do that in these books where I just pick a page and like do both of them. I just thought that was a good, I don't know. I just like it when it continues across for hers. So yeah, I really like the way that turned out. And there is that one from Carolina Kubikowska. Okay, next we have, let's see. So I've got a couple in, I'm going to be really careful here. Rita Berman's fall book. So I did this one. I started this one on a weekend whip the other day and finished it up. I really like the way it turned out. I'm hoping you can see some of the shimmer. I do have some sparkle pen kind of throughout the page there. Then I just added a little bit more in the background and some fun little, like, just little white dots everywhere just to kind of make it look a little bit more magical. Added in some extra grass in the background here. Yeah, and I really like the way that turned out. And then I decided that I wanted to, man, I knew that was going to happen. Well, that was interesting. So this was still very wet, and I shouldn't have even attempted to try to close the book and show the other page. But there you go. So this is the other one that I decided I wanted to do, and I had stickles all over the grapes. There's still enough there that it's fine. But yeah, I just sat and was watching a show with my kiddos last night and did this with Inktense, and then added in a little bit of sparkle pen down here, like on the fields and stuff, and then some stickles. Just added the stickles to the grapes and the trees. And I should have waited till they were dry to show this page, but I'm hoping you can see how fun and sparkly this is. It makes me smile. The only thing I was upset about, and I'm going to point it out just because I keep seeing it, I had forgotten that this little vine right here, I had not activated the Inktense when I decided what I was going to do for the background. So I did the grapes and the leaves and the vines first for some reason. I always do the background first. I don't know why I did it backwards. But I had gone through and activated everything, I thought, except for this little curly vine. So then when I went through to do the background, I was just going right over top of what I'd already put down because the Inktense doesn't go anywhere. But this one decided it picked up all of the stuff that was already, that hadn't been activated, and just kind of smeared it in with the background. So that was a little upsetting, but I still like the way it turned out. I tried to make things a little darker. But, yeah, so I keep saying that. I'm sure you guys didn't even notice it, but still, it's just frustrating. But still, I really like the page. And that's another one checked off and done in this book. So now I did 2 in here this month, and I really love this book. And I did start this one too. This one was started with my Inktense as well. But I just kind of lost my inspiration, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what else I wanted to do with that. So I don't know. Well, I might still work on it. I like I said, I love this book, and this is one of my favorite ones to color in the fall. It'll be a nice palette cleanser in between all the witches that I'm working on. So this one you'll probably see this one again next month in the completed pages. So yeah, I just thought this turned out so fun. So yeah, so there's that one. I'm going to set this aside carefully so it can dry. All right, and then in A Million Magical Creatures, I have 2 pages done in this. I did not get anything done in this last month, so I decided that I was going to color 2 pages. So I did this one. I did work on these guys on a weekend whip this month, so you will have seen some of this, but I finally finished this guy up. Really like the way this turned out. I just decided to grab a few different fall color markers and started coloring in all the leaves, and then base the rest of the page colors off of those. Used my Black Widows to shade. Yeah, and then some metallic watercolor for the moon there. I thought he turned out really cute. And then the other one was this one, and this one I did post on Instagram. Really like the way this turned out. The color palette was something that I just wanted something a little different, and I knew that there were brown bats, so I decided to go with brown, and then that kind of decided the rest of the colors through across the page. And yeah, I like it. It's a kind of a different, fun fall palette. Used some metallic watercolors on the roof of the castle, and then on all the stars. And yeah. Yep, and I love this little witchy lady. She's so cute. So there we go. So those are my pages in A Million Magical Creatures. Again, this one is another one I'm going to flip through for you guys, because I've been working pretty well in this book, and I like my progress so far in this one. So that is my page in A Million Magical Creatures. And then last but not least is my page in Fairy Miracles. So this was the color along on the channel this month. And you know what? I did 2 in here. So this one was my tester page to see how I liked it, if it was gonna be cool or not. And I just used some Inktense and a little bit of gel pen. And I did really enjoy coloring it in. So I found another page in here that I really liked, and we did that for the color along this month. So we did the Foxtrot page. I used some Inktense, some water-based markers, and then I think I don't remember what pencils I used, but you can check that out on the color along if you're interested. It's a 2-part video, so you can check out both those parts on the channel right now. So yeah, that is it. I really like the way this one turned out. I didn't use any sparkly bits. I probably could have added a little bit of sparkle, but it's just kind of a very calm, chill page, you know? Yeah, I like it. So yeah, those are all my pages for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what was your favorite in the comments below. I would love to hear. And yeah, thanks so much for being here. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.